everybody, and welcome to a brand new Pokemon Train a Kayla video. So today I thought it would be really interesting to talk about the reasons why I actually want to learn Japanese. I realize that no matter what way I bring up this video, everybody's gonna call me a weeb, and I think I've just accepted that. So let's get right into it, okay? So the first reason to learn Japanese is probably the most obvious one, and it's anime. I want to be able to enjoy anime the way it was intended. As an American anime watcher, I have two options when it comes to watching my favorite shows, which is watching them dubbed or subbed. But let me tell you why it's important to actually understand the language. So with dubbed anime, it's great because it's in English, so if you're nonchalantly texting on your phone or anything like that, you don't miss anything that's happening. But a lot of the times you actually miss the concept of what is being said in the Japanese language because they're trying to find the American words to describe it. And a lot of times, those don't really make a lot of sense.
These donuts are great. Jelly-filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
Not to mention that sometimes American voices over your favorite Japanese characters can really ruin it for you. Like, really bad. Believe it! Because I'm not a fan of the American voices, obviously, I have to watch a lot of subbed anime, which is great, except there are still pieces of the language that you can miss over translation. But my biggest problem with subbed anime is you'll be watching something subbed. If you take your eyes off the screen for even a second, sometimes you miss something huge that happened. And then you have to rewind and rewatch it, so your main focus has to be in the show whenever you're watching it. You can't become unfocused, otherwise you're not going to get the whole picture. Considering that anime is one of my main hobbies, it's something I'm really passionate about, so it's something that I would love to understand the way it was intended to be. So if you didn't already know this about me, my preferred career is teaching. I don't know what it is, maybe it's because I'm a giant kid at heart, but with a teaching degree and being fluent in their language, I could get the opportunity to live in Japan. Not just to visit, but to live there, because you're actually helping their community by teaching their kids from their country how to speak English. Obviously, everybody knows how hard it is to move to a different country at which you are not a native to. The idea that I could actually live in Japan is amazing. I'm not gonna say that it's anime that made me want to live there, but yeah, it's totally anime, right? Japan looks so beautiful in Japanese animation. I would love to experience life there for a couple years. So why wouldn't I want to learn Japanese? So that hopefully the Japan country will accept me as one of their own and just adopt me. So still on the subject of teaching, when you know Japanese and you teach Japanese students, you wouldn't just be a teacher. No. You would get to be a sensei. And I know I sound like a weeb, guys, but senseis are so much more respected in Japanese culture rather than how teachers are treated here in America. It's two totally different things. There are so many examples of amazing senseis in so many of the different animes I watch. I would feel really grateful to be called someone's sensei, even if I'm a teacher now. Still want to be a sensei, because senseis are rad. So the other reason that I think it would be great to learn Japanese is because of Nintendo. Video games like Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, and Mario have always been my all-time favorites, even though I'm a fan of all games. So of course Nintendo originally comes from Japan, just like everything else that's great, and it's my dream to be noticed by Nintendo. People complain that they're a really hard company to work with, but in reality, they live off of hiring people who are fans of their games and fans of the Nintendo community. As much as I want them to notice me for playing all their games and such like I do on my YouTube channel, I don't think it's very possible. So I was thinking of other reasons to get a
Nintendo Senpai to notice me.
One of the best ways to get hired on to work for Nintendo here in America is by knowing Japanese so that you could be a translator. Who do you think I would get to translate for? Just imagine translating all those Japanese jokes over to the English language. And that's like the perfect thing. Not only is there Nintendo of America, but they have an office in Washington too. And as a West Coast kid, I would definitely love to work for Nintendo. The last reason I had to learn Japanese is that learning a second language just makes you a better person. Let me just say, not a better person, a much more well-rounded person. We live in a really big world, and there should be more of an effort to learn otherworldly languages, because as much as it seems like we're confined to our own country or state, there is a big world out there, and in that world people speak different languages. Learning something new is just good for you. If anybody knows Japanese and would like to teach me, I'd really appreciate it, because yeah, I'm not doing so great on my own. I'm learning the hiragana alphabet right now. It's not easy to learn by yourself.
I know you got the minus. You feel that way too. It's the same way